before the video starts. OG gang, we hit 5,000 subscribers, let's go! This deserves a celebratory trick, so you ready for this? Let's get it. Alright, back to the video. Guys, I just found this random skateboard right here. It looks pretty terrible. Look at these wheels. Yo, sorry for getting so distracted on just random stuff, but like, yo, I had to try it. Anyways, back to the video. How's it going, everybody? You know the drill. It's your boy OG Den. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day today. We got a good video today. I'm gonna teach you guys my tips to learning how to ride switch. A lot of you guys requested this topic in the previous couple videos I've done, so I figured I might as well deliver on what I said I would do and teach you guys some of the tips that I know. With that out of the way, hopefully you guys can see okay. It's like kind of foggy out, so kind of hoping this lens is doing okay. You know, hopefully you guys are good. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so in order to learn how to ride switch, there's really three main components that you gotta master. And those are going to be balance, weight distribution, and pushing technique. So let's briefly talk about balance first. Okay, so when I talk about balance on the board in this specific circumstance, what I'm mainly talking about is how good is your ability to stay on the board with just your front foot on the board, just like this. If it's not very good, it's something you're gonna probably need to practice. And luckily for you, I have a ton of videos on the channel about just that, about how to get better at balancing. If you wanna check any of those out, you can feel free to, or I'll see if I can link one up in the cards here. But if you don't wanna watch that, here's some super quick, simple tips. If you're at your house and you're bored and you don't know what to do, stand on one foot. Just get your balance a little better every day like that. Try to move your feet around, your other foot and whatnot. And what that's gonna do is it's just gonna slowly help get your balance better overall. Once you master that, you can do other things like actually get your board and just see how long you can stand on it without moving with one foot. And the key to this is you really gotta practice using the foot that you normally don't ride in front with. That's gonna be the foot that you start with when you're riding switch. And if you can get really good with balance on that foot, riding switch is gonna be so much more easier. All right, with that out of the way, let's talk about weight distribution. This is the most important point out of all the points. Okay, to illustrate weight distribution, I'm gonna give you guys an example, right? Let's say I'm riding my skateboard with my right foot in front. So this foot right here is the one I normally ride in front. I want you guys to just take it and stand on it and balance on it, right? So this would be how you're riding. You know, you're pushing with this foot, you're balancing with your dominant foot in front. Now what I want you to do is I want you to switch feet, but don't move your upper body. Keep it exactly in the position you use to stay on this foot. And now switch to the other foot. You see how I just tipped to the side like that? It's because of weight distribution. So in order for me to balance on my left foot when I switch, I have to shift my body over to the left so that it stabilizes this foot. Same thing, if I switch to my right, I gotta move my upper body. And that is like one of the most essential things that so many people are missing with weight distribution and skating. Let me show you now with the board. So you got your board, right? A lot of people, what they do is they get their foot on, right? They're pushing, and then when they go to switch, they move their foot like this, but their body is still in the same position, which means when they go to push, they're gonna feel tipsy and kind of fall off to the side. When you swap your front foot, you have to remember to mirror your upper body too, right? So this is how I normally ride, and my body's positioned like this. When I switch to my left side, I don't wanna be leaning forward like I would have been if I was riding with my other foot. I wanna have that exact same weight distribution, but just mirrored. Now, obviously, this is something that's easier said than done. It's gonna take a little practice to figure out where exactly your weight distribution is gonna be, but it's something you really gotta keep in mind. It's not something a lot of people talk about, but it's like the most essential part to riding switch, or just riding in general. Weight distribution is key. But with that out of the way, let's talk about tip number 3. And tip number 3 is gonna be about your pushing technique. Now your pushing technique is something that's going to combine a lot of things. It's going to combine your balance, your weight distribution, where you're putting your feet on the board, how your upper body moves forward and backwards, how your legs move, like the whole motion. And this is kind of complicated to explain in one video, which is why Luckily for you guys, I have a video out on the channel explaining exactly how to do proper pushing technique, and you can check it out right up in this link card or in the description. It's gotten really good feedback, so I think people are using the tips that I showed in that video and it's working out great for them, so definitely check it out. But those are the 3 main tips that I have for riding switch. A couple other things I'll briefly mention. Number 1 is the main way that I get into switch is by riding like this, and then I take my front foot. Since I ride with my right foot in front, I'm going to move it to the left side of the board. You just want to mirror that if you ride with your other foot in front. So I move it to the left side of the board, and then I take my other foot, I twist it, and then I step over just like this. So obviously it's kind of important to know how to get into the switch, so that's how you do that. But with that out of the way, those are my 3 tips, guys, on how to get better at riding switch. If you're still having any other problems, or you're having things that you don't know how to fix or whatnot, drop it in the comments and I'll try to answer it and help you all out as best as I possibly can. Hopefully you liked the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe button if you want to join the OG gang. It's been your boy OG Den. We make videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day. Keep skating. Bye, guys.